For anyone questioning the Caitlin Clark effect, we now have people wanting to watch golf because of her. We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlin to play in the Big Three. That is $5 million to play 3 months.
Caitlin Clark, the rookie basketball star, just dropped a bombshell. Even though she earns less than the price of a decent SUV in her first year playing, she's already made $10 million off the court. Instead of worrying about her small WNBA paycheck, Caitlin has turned it into a publicity goldmine. While most people work hard at their 9 to 5 jobs, she's collecting 6-figure payments just for showing up and speaking.
Higher than the NBA. So I was like, oh, what's she going to get paid? Because finally, you can get a real paycheck. And then I saw it, and I was like, this can't be right, because this is what it is. In the first year, Caitlin Clark will earn $76,535.
And get this, some brands are paying Caitlin more than the price of a house and flying her across the country just to have her appear at their events. While the WNBA pays her only a small amount, Caitlin has built a financial empire off the court, earning $10 million in the process. That's right. The rookie many people once felt sorry for now has more money in her account than some experienced NBA players.
And I'm so happy for her to get the $28 million.
But wait, there's more. Caitlin Clark isn't just making money. She's changing the rules of sports marketing. While the WNBA watches in confusion, Caitlin is using her visibility, platform, and influence to stay one step ahead of her critics and competitors. She's not just playing the game, she's redefining it. And the truth is, not everyone is happy about that.
The reality is that, as from a marketing perspective, Caitlin Clark is worth more than almost any pro basketball player in the world.
The real genius of Caitlin Clark is how she flipped the script. She never saw the WNBA as her final goal. She saw it as a launch pad. That small paycheck? It's a smart trade-off for the massive exposure the league gives her. Millions of people watch her every move, and that attention turns into something far more valuable than a game day salary: brand power. The real money isn't in scoring points or grabbing rebounds. It's in what she represents. Big and small companies alike are lining up to attach their names to hers. Take her speaking gigs, for example. While others work 9 to 5 jobs, Caitlin earns $100,000 for a 30-minute virtual appearance and double or triple that for in-person events. She's already made around $600,000 this year just for showing up and talking. That's not just work, that's printing money, and it makes sense why brands pay her so much. She's magnetic, authentic, and truly inspiring. People don't just listen to Caitlin Clark, they believe in her.
Caitlin Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million viewers.
Then there are her endorsement deals, which are on another level. Big brands like Nike, Wilson, and State Farm have all jumped at the chance to work with her. Nike reportedly signed her for millions, and they didn't even need a sales pitch. Caitlin Clark doesn't have to prove her value. Her name speaks for itself. State Farm likely stretched their ad budget just to feature her in one of their fun commercials, while Wilson, the famous basketball brand, practically gave her a blank check. Every new deal strengthens her position, not just as a basketball player, but as a global icon. What's even more impressive is Caitlin Clark's ability to turn down big offers. A new women's basketball league called Unrivaled offered her a $1 million salary plus equity, but she didn't even hesitate to say no. Most people would have jumped at that deal, but not Clark. She's playing chess, not checkers. Unrivaled might have given her quick money, but the WNBA offers something far more valuable: legitimacy and global reach. Her choice to stay wasn't just about loyalty. It was a smart, calculated move that's already paying off in a big way.
Some estimates have said that the league is going to lose about $50 million. Is there a scenario that you will try to raise more money right now?
Probably not. We probably don't need to raise capital like we did back when I came in 2020.
And then there's Caitlin Clark's social media power, which is a force of its own. Millions of people follow her every move, and every post she shares becomes another chance to earn money. From sponsored content to affiliate marketing, She's doing it all, and doing it better than most influencers out there. The real genius of Caitlin Clark is that she's not just using her audience, she's turning every like, comment, and share into income. What makes this even more amazing is that she's only getting started. She's barely scratched the surface of her potential, yet she's already redefining what it means to be a modern athlete. Her story isn't just about basketball, it's about vision, strategy, and unstoppable ambition. While others focus on the game, Caitlin Clark is focused on the bigger picture.
When we look at player salaries, people wonder, why are NBA player salaries 100 times higher than WNBA salaries? Because the TV money was 100 times higher in the NBA than it was in the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark has quickly become a name that stands for excellence, not just in basketball, but in the worlds of marketing and branding. She's more than just an athlete. She's a walking, talking, slam-dunking money machine. Only 22 years old, Clark has figured out how to turn her fame into fortune in ways that even veteran pros can't match. Her speaking events are proof of that. Companies are paying her $100,000 for just 30 minutes of her time. And it's not only about what she says, it's about the energy and impact she brings. Whenever Caitlin walks into a room, it comes alive. Social media lights up, and news outlets are talking about it the next day. That kind of influence is something brands can't buy, no matter how big their marketing teams are.
Magic moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those two rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence.
But Caitlin Clark isn't stopping there. She's signing massive deals that would make even top NBA stars jealous. One of her biggest moves was partnering with Wilson to create her own signature basketball collection, something only one other athlete has ever done with a brand, Michael Jordan. Let that sink in. Clark is breaking barriers, becoming the first female basketball player to achieve this milestone. It proves her brand isn't just a lucky moment, it's a powerful force. And then there's her multi-million-dollar partnership with State Farm. Her face is now featured across ads with a famous jingle, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. In fact, State Farm isn't just there, they're fully invested in the Caitlin Clark phenomenon. This deal alone cements her status as a true marketing powerhouse.
Like, whatever really happens with Caitlin Clark, I would say her big thing is to be ready for the WNBA season. And people are like, why? She's only making $70,000 in the WNBA. What is the point of her, worrying about that league rather than trying to push for, other leagues and other ways of making more money? Because the WNBA is what's getting the most eyes.
But the real jaw-dropper is Caitlin Clark's Nike contract. 8 years for $28 million. For a rookie, that's incredible and almost unheard of. But here's the twist. That deal might actually be underrated. Yes, $28 million sounds huge, but when you look closer, you realize she could have earned much more. The big missing piece? A signature shoe. Nike hasn't released one for her yet, and that's a major gap. Signature shoes are where the real money is made. Just think of the Air Jordans or Steph Curry's line, multi-billion-dollar empires built from sneaker sales. Without her own shoe, Caitlin's deal, as massive as it looks, could actually fall short of its true potential. Kids and fans everywhere would rush to buy anything with her name on it, but Nike hasn't taken advantage of that. No commercials, no major ads, no merchandise, and most importantly, no signature sneakers. It's like they're sitting on a gold mine and refusing to dig.
It has also been reported that Unrivaled 3-on-3 League offered Caitlin Clark significant equity in the league and a salary that is over $1 million. So this is the first time that we've heard of any money being thrown at her. We've heard that it would be a major deal. It would be a similar setup as to what Messi.
Imagine this. Caitlin Clark steps onto the court during the WNBA playoffs wearing her brand new signature sneakers. The crowd would go wild, fans would lose their minds, social media would explode, and Nike's website would probably crash from the overwhelming demand. A surprise release right after the game would cause total chaos. Everyone, from kids to lifelong basketball fans, would want a piece of the Caitlin Clark magic, but instead, Nike seems to be moving too slowly, and while Clark's deal is already impressive, it's missing that spark, the X factor that could make it legendary. Experts agree that she's worth more than many veteran pros when it comes to marketability. Her popularity isn't just national, it's global. Every game she plays attracts millions of viewers, the kind of attention that most brands would spend billions trying to get.
Pays for top talent.
So a lot of people are saying, oh, why is Caitlin Clark like, she should play in Unrivaled, she's making like $1 million. She should play in X, Y, and Z league, she should make some money doing that, or, you know, Caitlin Clark can do X, Y, or Z.
The sad truth is, the longer Nike waits, the more momentum they risk losing. Caitlin Clark's star power is at an all-time high, and every day without a signature shoe is a missed opportunity. The WNBA playoffs would have been the perfect moment to launch her line, but if Nike doesn't act soon, they'll be leaving both money and hype on the table. Clark's rise isn't just about her talent. It's about how she's rewriting the playbook for athlete branding. She's already built a multi-million-dollar empire, and her potential is nowhere near its limit. With the right moves, like finally launching that signature shoe, she could easily become a billion-dollar brand. For Caitlin Clark, the game isn't just played on the court, she's winning in the business world too. And while Nike may be slow to catch on, the rest of the sports marketing world is watching closely, taking notes on how she's changing the rules. Whatever Clark's next move is, one thing's certain, it's going to be a game changer. Caitlin Clark's rise is a lesson in playing the long game. She's not chasing quick wins or temporary fame. She's building a legacy that will last long after her playing days are over. Whether she's draining threes on the court or turning heads off it, one thing is crystal clear: Caitlin Clark is unstoppable.